Hi everyone, this is Manoj Bhaiya. I'm an English teacher as well as now I have been a student of TESOL from Arizona State University. So today in this video, I'll be talking about reading comprehension as well as how to answer questions from reading a passage. Reading is something which is very special because a good reader can be a good speaker. A good reader can be a good writer, but a bad reader cannot be a good speaker. A bad reader cannot be a good writer. So I mean, the condition is if any learners wants to become a good speaker or good writer especially, of course he has to be or he must be a good reader. So that's why reading is important, very important. Like, and also there are many strategies by which we can improve our reading skills, because reading can be divided into several segments like intensive reading, extensive reading, skimming, scanning. I learned all these things from doing the course TESOL, because this is an excellent course what I have been experiencing, provided by Arizona State University in the US. This is just super awesome university from where I'm learning a lot of things in this TESOL course. And what I have learned doing this course, these are just amazing. So today in this video, I'll be talking about as micro lesson reading comprehension. I mean how to answer questions from reading passage, from reading text. So first of all, I said that we have to understand reading. We have to understand text. For example, if I provide you a text or a passage, so of course, first of all, you have to read the passage, and you have to get to know what is the gist or summary of the passage, and also you have to get to know the entire meaning of the passage. Then, if you know or if you can understand the entire passage, then if you are asked to answer any questions, you can do this very easily. So, in this video, in my today's video, as part of micro lesson, I'll be providing you some ideas about how to answer questions from reading, and also I will be providing you a passage through doc file, which is so-called technology. Through the help of technology, I will provide you a reading passage after my entire teaching, and then I will be asking you to answer some of the questions based on the reading passage. So let's get started. So, reading comprehension. So, first of all, I'd like to take a look what is reading comprehension. Yeah, reading comprehension is something according to Bangladeshi context. Reading comprehension is something that in exam, I mean in board exam or according to the curriculum of Bangladesh Education Board, that you will get a passage for especially for secondary level student like 9th grade, intermediate level, that you will get a passage, and there you will get 5 or 6 questions, and you have to read the questions, then you have to read the passage, and after that you have to answer all the questions what according to the passage. So this is called reading comprehension. So today's video I'll be showing you how to answer those questions, as well as like if you get a passage, long passage like 500 word, 1000 word, and you have given only 5 questions to answer, then of course this is very tough to figure out the answer. This is very tough to do the answer. So what process can we follow, or what technique can we follow to answer those questions reading a really large passage? So here we go. For example, due to lack of space, I didn't write my passage, but I have written some questions. For example, how did Sushmita reach in the USA? For example, these what the questions wanted to get. We have all the information in the passage, so I have to mark some keyword. For example, Sushmita is a name, I mean noun, so I can mark it, and I will get it in the passage directly. And also I have another word in USA. US is a name, so name cannot be replaced. Name cannot be changed. I will get the name in the passage. So if I go to the passage, taking this to name, noun, and then if I go to passage, then I'll just scan. I'll just scan, and within few seconds, I will able to get the two names. And if I just read the passage near the two name, I'll able to get the answer. So thus we can read a passage, that we can read questions, then we can choose keyword, and after that we can go to passage. Then we can answer these questions very easily within very few time. It doesn't matter how long, how small the passage will be. We have to get to know the process. Okay. And then in the second question, like money did she cost? How much money? So if I go to passage, money cannot be replaced. There can be different word like taka, money, paisa, but of course it is very easy to understand money. So if I can take the word keyword money, then I can go to passage, then I can get the answer very easily. And then like when did Shushmita leave Bangladesh? So Bangladesh is very common word. This is the name of a country, it can be replaced. If I go to passage with this name, I'll get the word very easily. And also when usually refer time. So I will get these words and ideas in the passage very easily if I can recognize which are very keyword from the in my question. So I can read the question, then I will take keyword, then I'll go to passage, then I will search it. I will scan the passage, then I will get this idea very easily. Thus I can answer this sort of questions in fantastic manner. So right now there is a questions like I have been asked, how did Shushmita reach in the USA? I mean, the examiner asked a question, how did Shushmita reach in the USA? I mean, she used, the examiner or the writer of the questions used B2, I mean, past 4. So when I will be answering the questions, what tense should I use? What tense I will use? This is very important questions because majority of the students in Bangladesh, according to my experience, I don't know what happened in your country, in the USA or other country, but I know about my country, Bangladesh. Many students don't know what tense should they use when they answer the questions from the passage. So this is very important, and I'm going to give an answer. Like, how did Sushmita reach in the USA? So in the question I have got past indefinite tense. So when I will search the answer in the passage following a keyword, of course when I will be writing the answer of the questions, of course I have to follow past indefinite tense because I'm asked a question which is based on past indefinite tense. So while I will try to decorate my answer in my answer sheet, of course I have to write it down following past indefinite tense. So this is the real process. But if you answer the questions using different tense, so that time it is difficult to get good grade, difficult to get good judgment from your examiner. So that's why I would say that if you, first of all, you will read the questions, then you will just try to mark some keyword. After that, you will go to passage and then you will search the keyword. So where you will get the where you will find the keyword, you have to understand you are going to get the answer near to this keyword. And secondly, the tense will be used in the questions. While you will answer the question in your exam paper, of course you have to follow the same tense while you will be answering your questions. Okay, that's the things. So I think you have got some idea about reading comprehension, and I think I did this according to the Bangladeshi circumstance, what we face as a teacher, what we face as a students. And I'm really grateful to TESOL, especially really grateful to Arizona State University. Thank you everyone.